Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to a new Tyranid Codex and a new series following my new Tyranid army. Now, before we get on to that, if you want to know more about me, go check out my Facebook page or my other YouTube channels, and links to all them are in the description below. So, what can you expect in this series? In this series, I'm going to start a Tyranid army, a Warhammer 40k Tyranid army. And I will be taking it from a very small beginnings through to a full army, and we'll do building videos, painting videos, we'll do skirmishes and tests against different things, and then we'll also have full-blown battle reports as well. Well, that's what you can expect in the series. How regularly? Well, I'm going to aim for a video between this series and my Tau series, between the two, probably once a week, but we'll see how that goes. Well, Tyranids. If you haven't heard about Tyranids, this is the codex for the Tyranids. Brand new today. It is the release day of the Tyranid Codex. And this is one of the main reasons that's sparking this. Whilst I was waiting for the latest Tau Codex to be released, I bought a couple of Tyranids and played around with them because I wanted to just have something to do, and I didn't really want to buy any more Tau because I knew the Tau was coming. And Tau came and I carried on with Tau, but now a new Tyranid Codex, and I thought this is a good time to start a new army properly. So I'm not going to go through and show you everything in the Codex. I will make some comments about some of the stuff I've noticed so far. I haven't even read it. I literally got home like an hour or so ago from Games Workshop to get this morning. So I've noticed in here they've done away with a few models, not away with a few models, but they've done away with a few entries in the Codex that didn't already have models, and they've brought in approximately 4 new ones, and they've also re-kitted some things. When I say re-kitted, I mean a model that already exists, it's still in the Codex, it's still in its box, but the way that they've put the box together has changed, so they might have all the options, whereas before you might have had to buy extra options and so forth. Well, so that's one thing that's different, and like I said previously, there's new models and so forth, but I'm not going to get too deep into this at this stage and what I'm going to be doing. Let's start with what I have so far. What I have so far, what I made and built to start me off in our story for this Tyranid army, is I have the Swarm Lord. I love this model. I think it looks amazing. In the old rules it played quite well. I did a couple of test games, but we're going to have to see what it's like in the new rules. I have a feeling that we're going to be doing some really cool one-on-ones, maybe with some Necron Lords or some things like that. But I like him, and you should be able to see a close-up on the screen now if I remembered to put it on. And so that's been the HQ choice that we have to start with. And then I also bought some lictors. I can't remember why. Generally with my Tyranid army at the moment I've gone for, oh, that looks like a nice model, I'll buy that. And that's pretty much what happened here. I like the look of it. And again, picture in the corner hopefully of this model. I quite like it. And also, of course, you got to have some troops. So I had a handful of Hormigans as well. I haven't really painted or built many of these, but just enough to play a legal little battle. Well, so I really haven't got a lot to start with. So I'm going to be building up from just the Swarm Lord and a small handful of models, and we're going to see what we can do and what we can build and the army I can put together. Now, you've seen the colour scheme, a quick word on that. I'm not sure where this colour scheme idea came from, but actually no, I correct myself, I remember. In my old Tau army I had some Kroot, and they were pink with blue spines. It was just a random idea. I thought Kroot, now they're normally kind of jungly colours or kind of browny colours and they blend in with their scenery. Let's do candy floss pink ones. Just because I wanted to do them and I really didn't like Kroot. Why did I have Kroot? I don't know. But I thought, well, actually, if I refine the paint scheme that I did, if I make the patterns better, if I work on the way to ink, we don't call it, I think it's called washes now, then it could be really good. and I'm quite happy with that. So we're going to stick with this particular scheme as we go through the army. So first things first, what would be next? What will I plan to add to the army? Well, this army theme I decided is going to have no projectile weapons at all, so no shooting, with the exception of psychic powers if that's applicable. I haven't really read all the psychic powers yet. However, it's going to be a fully close combat army. There's all going to be claws and fists and spines and bone swords. We're not going to have any of this projectile rubbish that the rest of the armies have. I'm literally just going to run in and eat stuff. So that is the theory, that's the plan and feel I've got around the army. So we know what we've got, we know what paint scheme I'm using, and we know the kind of feel that I'm going for. What models do I plan to get? Well, I need another couple of HQ choices. I need at least one more, possibly two, if I plan to take a second force organisation chart past 2,000 points. Now, I've always wanted a flying Hive Tyrant, and luckily they're still in the rules. I've gone and checked them in here, and they look a few points cheaper than they were before, which is quite good really. So we're going to check that out. I'll probably get a flying Hive Tyrant as my second one, possibly a Death Leaper as well, because the HQ now as well they are. And then I'm not sure about the elites, maybe some more lictors, possibly not. Elite, I don't even know if lictors are still elites anymore, I'm just assuming so at the moment. But I like the heavies. The heavies is one of my favourite points because I like the big models. I think we're going to have to go with some Trigons. Definitely like them in the old rules. I haven't noticed many changes in the new rules really for them so far. And I think we're going to have to go with the new model. I don't even know its name yet, but it's got the mouth the size of I don't know what. It looks cool. And it's the only one of the new models that doesn't shoot, that I can tell. There's a couple of new flyers, they've all got shooty weapons. There's a couple of new heavy units, most of them have got heavy weapons. This is the only close combat model out of the new models, so it's pretty much my only choice if I want a new model, and I do, so I will. And also, let's see, have a quick look in the book. Fast attack, elites, lictors, yes, lictors are elites. Might throw a Zonithrope in there just to get some extra psychicness going on. And Carnifexes are cheaper now, so I think I'm going to throw some of them in as well. Well, that's my plans, that's the new codex, this is the introduction to my army and to the series. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and it's given you a good idea of what you can expect in the coming ones. Obviously I've said we're going to be doing some buildings, and I've also hinted at the kind of models I'm going to get, so you kind of guess what models I'm going to be building and making. With my Tau series, if anybody's watched that, you know that I tend to magnet things. I don't think Tyranids really call for that, although I think I might magnet up the flying Hive Tyrant so I can detach the wings for storage purposes. Well, there we go. This has been the new Tyranid Codex with my new Tyranid army. I'm really looking forward to doing this. I'm really looking forward to building and playing them. So, from me and the Swarm Lord, thank you for watching. I've been Master Hellish. Goodbye.